No problem. Let's see if the kid is still there or yeah. You wander by. There's a bunch of our kids that are sitting there looking at him, and one of them goes like, "That's not right." He takes out like a handkerchief and puts it over the guy's penis. There you go. I don't want the handkerchief back. He tells the unconscious kid, "Right, you head into the library."
I want to get there's two things. I want to get paper and a pen.
Done. The pen is a quill pen. Ink is there, and they also
Yes,
have blotting paper and the weird stone thing that and the drying thing. They have all that paraphernalia
exactly.
bullshit.
I will write bullying will not be tolerated
Okay.
and go and stick it on the kid.
People back away and watch you, and they're like, "What happened to him?"
He attempted to bully someone.
The kids are not really. Apparently, bullying is part of life in this world, and they don't know it's bad, but now they're learning.
All right, back into the library. I shall make a paper aeroplane. And when the librarian is not around, I'll be throwing paper airplanes until I get one that fly into the forbidden stacks to see what happens.
No problem. Roll craft paper airplane skill, sir. This is a skill that has come up in the campaign before,
It
if you'll
is, and
recall.
and the previous iteration of this character had it.
Uh-huh. Oh, the history repeats itself.
Nope.
You can
But
keep trying till you either succeed or fumble. If you fumble, then you can never make anything that will be a paper airplane that is worth a shit. And you'll be reduced to throwing crumpled paper over the crate.
That's pretty much what I was thinking. After I'll do it several times, and after that, I'll just throw crumpled paper over there.
Great.
Nope. Yep. I'll not instead
You
of
give
continually
up?
rolling forever. Yes, I'll use the rejects.
Uh-huh.
Yoink.
No problem. It hits the ground in there and nothing special happens. Do you have an analyze magic skill?
Yep.
Great.
No.
If you make that, then you can give me a read runes roll. I'm such a bitch. So enjoy. Since you couldn't make a paper airplane, how about another new skill?
No, I did not make my analyze magic. I'm not very good at it yet. I'm still learning.
Cool. There's magic and shit. Well, you can still try for the read runes because the magic,
Okay.
but this is a specific kind of runes. If you make it, then we'll name them or whatever.
Nope.
Cool. Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
Neat.
that's right.
If only you had some way of figuring out what these runes mean.
Oh, besides noting them down and going and doing research on them.
Well, you are in a library.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me a research. Give me a drawing roll. See how well you can copy down these shifting, weird runes of mysticalness.
I think that's an art skill, is it not?
It is indeed. Yeah. Yes, if Yana was with you, she could do it for you, but
exactly.
This is what happens when she celebrates her actual birthday as opposed to gaming with you.
Yep. I've got calligraphy as an aside.
You can try to use that to support. I'd let you support with that.
I'll try. Nope. So let's just try drawing. Nope. One day I'll roll low.
Yeah, your rolls have been sucking. I'd try to do some plan that doesn't require much rolling. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and give me a library research roll at -30 as you look at your shitty drawings and try to puzzle them together while you're looking at books on runes and hoping that something can somehow make sense.
98.
Excellent. You found the runes. They're all fucking mega death, summon, demon, kill, eat brain. There you go.
Probably.
Yep.
I will use my reroll card on this one.
Damn it.
And worst comes to worst, just because nobody seems to care that much, I'll be taking the books and wandering over so I can actually look at the runes, look at the book.
Yeah.
No, didn't fumble though, but yeah.
You say? Yeah, you're not really sure.
That's right.
You'll
Excuse me.
have to figure out plan B.
Yep.
Shows him hanging over the fucking runes. Don't touch me, head demon, kill, eat brain, bad.
Exactly. Ooh. Let me double check that spell. D6 send for preserving. So I'm just looking at Big Jump. What Big Jump does.
Well,
I can't
he'll put
recall.
you down in there, but yeah.
Should the initial jump roll, you make 2 initial rolls, Big Jump, the effect, and jump skill for accuracy.
You may end up slamming into the gate. You'll have the force to clear it, but you'll probably end up trying to squeeze yourself through the narrow gaps. Kind of like a cheese grater, I guess.
Only the same height or up to 5 meters lower. Up is not possible with this. Max range 40 meters. Yeah.
Oh, matrix jump.
Yeah, it's a
that
matrix
won't
jump.
help.
Yeah. I couldn't
Matrix
recall
jump is
if I could do a high jump or not, but
no.
which is why I was double checking.
Matrix jump is awesome. I wanted to get away. I'm in the city on top of skyscrapers. Then that's a fun way to tell somebody that they don't have the parkour skills to chase your ass down.
Yeah, and it's also potentially useful for if you fall 5-meter fall to not take damage.
Andy?
All right. Yes. Yeah.
How many overflow hero points are you at?
21 at the moment.
Oh, so you haven't gotten your first your own first hero
Nope.
or matrix power yet. Okay,
Nope.
cool.
I tend to spend my hero points a bit more than Chris and Matt. Because I see him as a bit more useful for advancing plot, etc.
True, but there's either
And
way
they
is
play
fine.
a lot more than me, but yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, you play a decent amount, but either way is fine. It's just it's difference between cake now or cake later.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just mean they played in first season, whereas I did not.
Yes.
So they've got that.
Well, we're happy that you started playing. Yes.
Yes. All right. So at this moment, we look like we need to get rope. Do that. So we know that.
Yeah. The only problem with the climbing thing is that it could end up being noisy if books are kicked over and stuff. Definitely the easiest way in is if you were to pick the giant lock somehow. I don't know if your character's any good with locks or whatever, and then somehow avoid the floor.
Yeah. Now I've got. Well, that was the other thought, whether or not chairs or tables or stuff would. That's why I was partly curious, throwing paper on it just to see if that set it off. Then, because I was thinking like
it didn't do anything except litter up the floor. So now, if anybody looks through the grate, they'll see a bunch of different balls of paper.
Yeah. Which, yeah. But yes, as I said, lock picking is not something I am skilled in.
Bummer. Well, it is a good opportunity to get another skill because you like new skills.
Yes.
You just need to get your learning up to 40 or 50 and you'll be fine.
5 hours and 2 and half a dozen sets of lockpicks later.
Yay.
Yes. All right. When When it's curfew time,
They don't
other
really run a strict curfew during the school thing. Basically, most kids are back in their rooms by around 10ish because they want to stay up, but there's not a lot to do. You know, they don't have TV.
yeah. So, but what about wandering the corridors at night, etc.?
Teachers are not fans of that. So pretty much after 10, if you're caught wandering the corridors, then it'll be points lost for your house.
Yeah. So, do they have guards wandering the house, or somebody watching or do they have people watching the house doors?
You're not really sure. You've never actually tried to sneak out before.
No.
Yeah.
Hence my questioning of it. All right. While I'm here, I shall go and play with the picture of the old library a bit more.
Is this the same day? Yeah, it's the same day as
Yeah,
before.
probably won't
Yeah.
do anything. Yeah,
Meh.
that's all right. I was just thinking about.
Please try again on a different day.
Yes, that's what I suspected. Large oak door carved in the tree, large squeaky.
Yeah, if you want to
Around.
investigate any other areas, just let me know because there's a lot of shit not on the map, and I can tell you if
Yeah.
there's anything special.
So, is there anything besides what I've looked at in the library area? Is there any other
Mhm.
rooms or anything else that aren't listed?
Let's see. You wander around the library. Uh, Give me a spot at -30.
Okie dokie. Spot. 90, not close. Let me just double check my cards. No.
Cool. No problem. Nothing you could find,
Yeah. All right.
if there is other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying there is.
No, well, there's not.
Hmm. Next.
All right, so we've had a bit of a look there. Let's go that way. I'm going to head over to the magic. Excuse me. I'm going to head over to the magic tech lab. And since it seems to be fairly common, search the storage room for a secret door.
There is none there. One of the things you find from in there is the only thing you find in there that's really interesting is, well, a couple of things. They have a big machine in there that spews out iron dust. They call it the anti-fey machine. You have to load it with iron dust. There's a lot of iron dust in there. Also, another device that you find that looks like it's kind of been forgotten about, it's half behind some other shit, is big, stupid metal glasses with a hole in the side to slot something. Oh, give me. Well, actually, no, you found out it's something called Chris. It's, do you know what fulgurite is?
Not off the top of my head. Sounds like some sort of crystal or something.
It is indeed some sort of crystal. Hold on, I've got some pictures here.
As I said, I have geology.
Oh, give me a geology roll. And I will find a picture of it because it's rather nifty looking.
Yes. Piece of poo. No. I've actually got decent level in geology as well. But of course, I don't roll that.
Your rolling has not been happy for you.
Nope.
Anyway, it looks like it looks like very rough crystals. They're kind of weird looking, and those special crystals are what make magic things go.
I am.
Hold on a second. Let me move you over to this page so I can show you a picture. Oops, wrong one. There we go. There you go. Upper left.
Yeah. Okay.
They have very small pieces of this here. It's been impressed on the students many times in class not to fuck with it. But somehow, apparently, putting it in or taking out various devices is something that's normally factory done. It's not like taking in and putting out batteries from your remote control. But it looks like there's a place for fulgurite, and just imagine like big round glasses with heavy frames and then a place to plug it in the side, but there's no fulgurite in there. You might be able to plug it in yourself, but you're not quite sure what the glasses do or how they work.
Right.
They're definitely big, obvious, like they're like the joke glasses that they used to make back in the old days, if you know what I mean.
Yep. In being this is the magic tech area, there's and in the magic tech lab, is there
Always
any
foggy.
Sorry?
Always foggy in here.
Is there any fulgurite?
Oh yeah, you find a little piece that looks like it fit in the glasses.
Yep. So I'll do it. I'll put it into the glasses in the storage room and
Give me a
around the storage room and at the iron dust generating box to see if it looks different.
Give me first off to get the fulgurite in there because it's more. It's kind of
delicate.
Yeah, I need a dex roll for that. You want to make it, otherwise you've broken your fulgurite or the glasses or both, or maybe your fingers. Who knows what horrible shit happened.
Yeah, by quarter.
Lots. Got it. Okay, great. Yeah, it snaps in there, and it's almost like putting magnets together. You know, click. Right. You've got in there, and then you look around at the big dust machine thing, and you quickly discover. Give me an evidence analysis roll. It kind of glows a little bit, and it has weird lines of power and shit like that going through it.
Crit.
Excellent. Okay, here's what the glasses do. You activate it. Doesn't cost you anything, but you have to declare you're activating it. It uses one charge from the Chris. This piece of Chris has 28 charges left, and then you presumably need more. And you get 1 minute of looking at magic shit. So it allows you to see magical stuff, which is you think that Doc Fulton would happily murder somebody for these glasses. He loves this kind of shit. And you found them based on you being the first person to poke around in here.
So it gives a
magic sight for 1 minute.
Yep.
And I keep that off of the thing. Oops. So you can add that to your inventory because it looks like somebody had forgotten about them before. So my guess is they're not getting them back.
Yeah, strange that.
Weird. They simply disappeared.
Thank you.
They do count as a magical item, by the way.
Yes, I suspected that was the case.
Yes. What next, oh Explorer? That seems to be it for the Magitech labs themselves.
Yep.
In fact, I'll go even further. With the exception of the staff room, There's nothing else in the east wing.
Mm-hmm.
The staff room was, of course, strictly out of bounds for these students. However, you do smell. Give me a smell roll.
Smell, taste, 61. And do I still have it? Oh no, I got rid. That was what I discarded. I kept the touch one. 61. Yes.
Yeah, there's the smell that is common to all teacher staff rooms back in the day: cigarettes. It's faint, and they tried to cover it with patchouli and shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're on to them.
That go to there.
So, other than that, other than whatever horrible secret shit is in the staff room, everything else is all good in the east wing. Well, there's a bathroom that somebody has in their quarters, but nothing you give a shit about. I got in my own bathroom. Kill you. So, do you love the toilet in there where everybody, like
Yes.
8 or 10 people, can all sit and watch each other shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that bathroom gets almost no use. And also, Wimple corridor is pretty much done. The only thing there was the barber shop, and you discovered it's not a Clem's. So good for you.
Yeah.
And the theater, you've already done your investigations of that. So you've knocked out several places already, if you're keeping track.
Yep. West Wing, art corridor, social studies, bathrooms.
I like having seated little interesting shit here and there. That's neat.
I shall go to the West Wing.
Okay. Poke
Now,
around.
since it's the middle of the day and I've already spoken to the librarian, I know he's not in his living quarters because he's in the library.
You're gonna go fucking break into his living quarters?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
No problem. You discovered the only thing he's gotten off of his living quarters. I mean, he does have a bunch of "I like to read" bullshit,
Yeah.
but the only hidden room there is coming off of his is a bathroom. Other than that, I mean, it doesn't. Give me an evidence analysis roll for miscellaneous interest things.
No.
You are too short to see anything of interest, you think, angrily.
Yes. I shake my fist at it. All right.
Yeah. Other than bathrooms, the West Wing's pretty much already done. How about that? See, it goes really quick.
Yep. I shall check out the bathrooms.
Yeah, nothing fucking fancy at all.
Mm-hmm.
Where to next?
Joink. Where's that? Science.
The Science Tower?
Yeah. So okay. Why is he there?
Let's see. You discover.
Why is it called the Science Tower when it's got? Oh yeah, there is science there. Well, there's a locked door there. Interesting.
Yeah, if only you knew how to fucking pick locks, huh? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Let's see. You discover off of the landing that one of the ways goes up and up and up to the top tower. The other thing there is that the living quarters of Randy Rubicon, it's not really labeled and the door's kind of hidden, but his living quarters in there. And he has his own private bathroom. You don't know what's behind the locked door of mystery, and will never, ever, ever get into it because lockpicks are foreign to you.
That's
So
right.
other than that, there's nothing of interest in the science tower other than the locked door of eternal mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Next. I figure you're on a roll. Unless you got other shit you want to do, because you have so many plot threads going now. It is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just trying to see if there's anything of use or interest elsewhere that may assist me with.
If you pick up the hatchet in one room, it will lead you to lockpicks in another, which leads you to
Well, you never know.
true.
Look, there's more secret passages, and this is the way into them. Or
Absolutely.
this is where some of the 6-year students hang out and plot their dastardly deeds
Hmm.
in this disused storeroom.
Where to next, sir?
Uh,
I like it. This thing has like over 350 notes. Over 350 notes. And this is not the fucking complicated, confusing one.
is there? I haven't seen anything like it. Is there sort of like more the? I can't even think what you call them nowadays. Um, like your metal, like your carpentry, your woodworking, your
Oh, shop
metalworking,
class? Shop class?
shop classes. I don't
Yeah.
recall there being anything like this here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't think so, but I thought I'd check.
The Magitech place is the closest. You can find tools in
Oh
there
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff, but they're mostly hand operated or, get your buddy to do this so that it makes the saw blade go or whatever.
I was more looking at finding stuff I could use as lockpicks, find enough tools
Oh,
to use
the
as lockpicks.
Magitech place.
Yeah, yeah,
If you were to go there, and then if you were to make a jury rig roll, you would have a jury rigged set of lockpicks that can do a
yeah,
slight negative to your skill, but are usable.
yeah. Well, it's either that or piss off and go and grab one of these sets of lockpicks that I had left at the Australian Embassy.
Yeah, but then you get into whole boating and all that shit.
Yes, yes.
Whereas
Actually,
simply
there's
walking
two
over there is just easy.
sets. Actually, no. So, of course, there'll be one set will be at the red carpet, and the two spare sets are at the Australian Embassy.
I personally, if I owned the Australian embassy, I'd have a box of lockpicks, a box of swords.
Well, that's
Go
why I
by.
put them at the Australian Embassy
Cool. So, do you
because
want to try to?
they're modern lockpicks as opposed to
Oh yeah,
18th, 19th century lockpicks.
that would help. So, do you want to go try to make some just to have on you, or no?
Sure, why not? Let's try my.
Getting them is not even needing a roll. You're pretty much just wandering around. Nobody seems to give a shit. Or really pay that much attention to you because you're the wimpy kid nobody likes.
Yeah.
Except for those three guys, they really are terrified. So go ahead and give me a jury rig roll. If you get a crit, then you'll actually be
No,
great.
I'm
So
not very good at jury rigging either, strangely enough.
neat. You've got all these bent pieces of wire that won't do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be called "Give me a crit lockpick roll" to use your really horrible shit. But
Yeah.
there's a chance.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, what was? Oh yeah.
You know,
Is there a place for people for when the kids go to practice magic so that they don't
hmm.
hurt other kids?
No, I think they just hurt the other kids. No, the
There isn't like a range or an area where kids go for that is set up. You got different things for testing of different types of
uh,
magic and stuff.
that would be in the outdoor section shooting range.
Oh yes.
Yep. Was it before you go outside though? Is there anything else inside you'd like to finish up on? By the
Yep.
way, I do think it'll be funny because I know what you're going to do. You're going to eventually find somebody with lockpicks and then lead him around and make him do all the shit for pick that lock, and that lock, and they'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Fucker, I'm a lock picking monkey." Ikari.
Yes. If I can't do it myself, yeah. Uh,
I would like to
crypto.
point out on the shooting range, I actually got a picture of a kid getting ready to shoot a gun. That's pretty good.
Yep. Dust corridor, special prefect only bathroom, large lawn.
And the kid's about the right age for you guys, so hot damn.
Oh, staff corridor. Servants areas. The Great Hall. I'll check that out to see if there's anything not listed there that I haven't seen, so I'll explore that area.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, off of the Great Hall, which is technically in Moonguard Hall.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, yeah,
Um,
Moonguard Hall, yes, but the Great Hall and all the things branching off it.
aside from, unless you want to get close to the, if you go to the staff corridor, usually busy out of bounds to students, that's in the servants areas. That's about as far as you can get there. Beyond your basic evidence analysis tells you food comes from there and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So there's probably
The
that kind
kitchens.
of, yeah, is
Mm-hmm.
that's where they bring the food from. Other than that, no,
Excuse
in
me.
that area doesn't seem to be a lot. Next.
Hydra, Dragon, Headmaster's Office.
Yeah, that's playing with landmines, the headmaster's
Yeah,
office
yeah,
area.
yeah. Oh, painting of peeling a door. With an old paint peeling door on the opposite side. Okay. The
Where?
what wing is? Sorry, I'm just trying to. Lockbeard Hall. Off Demerang Corridor, there's a mention of a windows look out into a small walled-off courtyard with an old paint peeling door on the opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that door go to?
Let's see here. Hold on a second. Ah, well, there's a problem there in that you're not sure how to get to that door. You can see it through the window, but how to get there is unknown.
Do the windows open?
Yes, they do. Take a card for not being bound by using doors like a normal person. Give me a luck roll, make sure nobody's close by or anything. Or if you don't give a fuck, you can just flip both of them off, open the window and crawl out and go, I'm out, sucker.
We'll do the luck. Let's be
Okay.
subtle about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Excellent. Yes, you open the window. You go through the courtyard. Give me a tracking roll as you go through the courtyard.
Yep. Tracking is there. Yep.
Your
For half.
footprints are the only fucking ones on the ground. It's a little creepy.
Nobody's been here recently at all.
Now, for at least a couple of weeks, is your guess off the top of your head.
Good, good. So less likely to
You
get
get
sprung
to
by
the
someone.
door, and the door irritates you by not opening.
God
You're
damn it.
not sure what's up.
So being that it's a courtyard, it means that is open to the sky.
Yes.
Is there a way to go over the wall? Can I?
Uh, you
Is
would
there
need
is it climbable or?
expert free climbing, or you would need pitons and shit and to hammer them into there and stuff.
Okay, so it's not like vine covered or anything like that,
It's
or
not easily climbable, not at all.
yeah, there's no
Um,
easy.
Also, the door. Give me a essence roll. Yes, essence.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll try the essence roll first. What is my essence nowadays? There. No.
It's a door.
Yes. So I was going to put my special magic goggles on and
Okay.
activate them and look
Excellent.
around the courtyard.
Activating takes no roll or anything. You basically, what happens is to activate something, you use one of your magic points, and then the goggles work for 1 minute.
Okay.
So activating always costs one magic point.
Okay.
I should make a note of that. But there's no skill roll. You just go, I activate it, which makes sense if you think about the people who have so little magic that the most they can do is activate something.
Yep.
Right. You activate it, you look at it, give me an analyze magic as you see various analysis. If you fail in that, or if you succeed, either way, you can give me an evidence analysis roll. Obviously, I'll give more information if you make both.
Analyze magic. Nope. Evidence analysis. And that's crap. I shall. Yeah, why not? I shall blow a hero point and re-roll that one.
Ooh. It appears that there's bands of force that are keeping the door closed and may do so forever and ever and ever.
Yes, yes, yes. Let me see. What have I got in my hand to help me with this situation? The question.
You're thinking dry humping the door may be the only thing that opens it.
I'll blow one more.
Damn it.
Like fumble. Yep, that made it.
Wow. Right. You notice that there's a lot of space for other bands of force, and you notice that some of them are fading, but it's a slow thing. Your guess is that it's some sort of timer, but you're not sure when it will be enough to open.
Okay.
You didn't make it by anything special, so you're like,
No.
maybe I should come back later. But when? You'll have to figure out a clever time to come back. You're also, it's getting close to lunchtime, I believe.
Okay, I shall go to lunch.
Yay, he says, crawling back through the window, closing it behind him, hiding his fucking stolen glasses, and off to lunch. Yay. Would you like to skip on the way to lunch?
Sure.
Excellent. Do you want to try a special skipping roll or just skip like a normal kid?
Nope.
All right.
Skip like a normal kid.
All right. I was hoping for another fumble and it just show those three guys watching you do, the most erotic skip dance. And they're like, I hate that kid so much. So,
Come
right.
on.
You go there, you get to see the elves undergoing their various abuse and stuff. They give each other significant looks. Give me a luck roll. If you make the luck roll, give me a listen roll. If you make the listen roll, ask for another kind of roll, which would be a Latin roll. But if you don't make the luck roll and listen roll, etc.
I thought that would be the. And there's me Latin. And actually, let's. Where is it? I shall play skill +5.
No.
Just to give myself something even higher to fail.
Yay.
All right, so they're talking Latin to each other.
They just said something short to each other, and then everyone looked at him and nodded like whatever was said was very significant.
Did he say lupus malor?
Oh, take a card for remembering it. Yes, he did. And everyone looked at him and then said Latin. Everyone went, oh, I shouldn't have known. Oh, yeah. And then some kid went by with a bowl of pudding, went on his head, went, yeah, and then walked off. Because people are fucking cruel to the elves. Not just mean, but cruel.
Yeah.
Also, you get discover something else. Some kid yelled something in Latin at one of the elves, and the elves' wrists immediately went up and snapped to the collar. And then the kid got in big trouble from the teacher when they found out that the elf wasn't doing anything bad. But apparently, saying that phrase, something in Latin, causes the magical bindings to kick in, and then it takes a teacher to unbind them. So the kid lost 5 points for his house. His house fucking hates him. And yeah. So yeah, just why they keep the elves alive at all is a mystery. Your guess is cheap labor, of course, but it seems like yeah.
Just making a note about the door.
Pardon?
I'm just making a note about the door.
Well, you can always tell me just like cut two and want to go back whenever because you are literally
Yeah.
the only one here right now.
Yeah, no.
So,
I was just noting for my own reference about the door.
hmm.
Excuse me.
Hmm.
Okay. Stone Arches Corridor.
Oh, did I give you a card for? Yeah, I did. Never mind. Carry on.
But yes, as I said, share the lollies with gate room, security checkpoint, pillared corridor, wooden doors.
Ooh, you see that kid trying to intimidate you, the one that you fucking pulled his pants off, put his underwear on his head? Failing. Failing. You smile at him and giggle a bit. He just looks away, and you can tell that he'll get even with you if it's the last thing he does.
Yep.
The other kids and stuff, they're hanging out doing kid shit and stuff, and they're all curious and just useless babble conversation in the background. But it is good camouflage. You're hanging out with our kids. You don't talk a lot. They figure you're quiet and wimpy, but they're kind of protective of you. So when the guy's trying to glare at you, they're like, "Oh, don't look at him, don't pay." And you're like, "I mean, yeah, it's funny." And they're like, "We don't understand this guy at all. You're supposed to be scared. He's older than you." So,
Yes.
so you eventually wander off from your little friends and do what? Go where?
I'm going to go and do some magic because I haven't done any magic today.
All right. You go find somewhere. Actually, the best place that you found so far to do any of that shit is all the way over in the East Wing, that bathroom. That is the private place. Nobody goes there unless they're like weird. Nobody wants to watch each other shit for some reason.
Yes.
So that is the most private room. If you want a room of requirement, that's as close as it gets in this school.
Oh, actually, I will at lunch. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
I just occurred to me because I need someone to do the spell on for me to do the spell.
No.
What for?
You
Yeah,
want you
I've
want
got
to
a couple
drag
of.
off one of your little friends and go, come to the bathroom with me.
Well, I've got a couple of my spells are like other, as in I can't cast them on myself. I've got to cast them on others. Ollie, what are you doing after lunch?
She says, I was gonna go outside and look at bugs.
All right, can I come too?
Yeah, okay. Cut to looking at bugs, casting spells on Ollie.
Yep.
What do you want to try casting on Ollie?
Phase other.
She just looks at you while you're doing it like she doesn't know what's going on, or maybe she does, or maybe not. She could be trying to M. Night Shyamalan you. Oh, excellent.
It worked. Wasn't a crit, but it worked.
Hooray.
Yeah, so let me just. Oops. 11. Sorry, I'm just thinking evil thoughts. All right, then I'll try it on myself. 1, 2, so it's 3 magic points. So 9, that's... All right. Hey, Ollie, let me see if I can teach you how to cast a spell.
Yeah, okay. She's real easy to get along with.
No, sorry. Not very good at teaching stuff at the moment.
She brings a bug to you and asks you what it is. Give me a natural history roll, please.
Natural history. Where is it? I was just checking if I... Geology... Ballistics, no. Natural history. Not sure. Oh, that was closer. I don't know.
Okay. She puts it on your head for some reason.
Huh.
Yeah, she says.
Is it any good at picking locks?
She says, picking locks. You mean choosing the prettiest, right?
What, the prettiest? No, I mean unlocking a lock. Unlocking a lock with tools.
She has no idea. Like a key, she says. She is totally
Well,
out of her depth
if
here.
if you don't have the key, there are other ways of unlocking a lock.
She wanders around for a while.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find spells I can cast that aren't going to completely screw me over magic point wise.
She comes over to you and goes, "My mom is dead," and then wanders off.
Yeah.
That's great, you think. By the way, you do get to find out also that a lot of the children have various kinds of trauma like that because apparently there's war going on and people die all the time and shit like that. One guy claims that his mother ran away before he was born, but you think he could be exaggerating.
Yeah. Huh. Causes a target. So I'm assuming for us to practice blurred vision, we have to cast it on each other.
Yep. You can go run around after your little friend going, yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's kind of a dick move.
No, I'll ask her, did you want to practice casting blurred vision on each other?
Yes, she says. Yeah, she says.
Dolphin.
Holy shit, you're like, ah!
Well done.
Eventually your vision clears and you can try. She's happy with her performance. She goes, "You're not going to be able to do it." And she sits around and plays with sticks and shit.
Yep.
She ignores you for a while.
As
you fumble.
My eyes.
She looks at you in the creepiest fashion possible and goes, "I told you it wouldn't work."
Remove tracks. Oh, sorry, no, that was
She is the creepiest fucking kid you know.
So that cost me 2 magic points. All right, and since we're wandering around here, I'll try and remove our tracks.
She goes, 3 locks.
Yes, probably. Probably will take 3 locks to get to that book. 1 through the gate, and the lock's holding the book in place.
Not for the book, she says.
No, what for the sleeper?
She runs off. What do you do?
I'm going to remove tracks.
Aha! You say.
Where's my remove tracks? There we go. What are we down
Just
to? Okay.
give a roll first, sir. It speeds it up amazingly. See? We know
Yes.
you're not that good at it.
And yes.
Cool.
So that's it for today. Magic wise, I'm out. I'm almost out. It also means I can't use my goggles anymore today, unfortunately. Damn, I didn't even think of that until just then.
Womp womp. So, right.
Too full.
What do you want to do now?
All right. Abuse the tick system. I'll wander around it. Well, since we're outside, I'll check out other stuff outdoors.
Excellent.
A spooky forest.
Oh,
Cool.
very. They kind of went overboard on the spooky forest, but let me see here. We'll start you off. Let's see.
Do we need to change the seasons out here? No, we do not.
Let's see. Is there anywhere special you want to start out? There are many things to see in the outdoors here. Or just wander around and let me tell you about it.
All right, obstacle course I've dealt with.
You have. You made the
I'm going to check
obstacle
out
course your bitch.
Yes, the grave markers and a funeral pyre area.
No problem. It looks as though the grave markers are all for kids that died here. There's maybe a half a dozen kids that died. Well, no, it's the school. About a dozen or 2 dozen that died. It's not an uncommon occurrence.
Is there dates on them?
Yes.
How far back do they go?
Less 7 years or less. Nothing is older than 7 years.
Yep, that's what I suspected.
Cool. What's next? Lots of shit out here.
Parade drill grounds have probably marched on them, so
you have totally marched on them.
Field showers.
Actually, for that section up there, anything that connects with large field calisthenics and such, all that shit you've pretty much owned already. That's all good. As far as the armory, you can't get into, so you don't know what's in there. Let's see. Just
can we check weapons out to practice with?
When classes in session, they do, but now now, no.
Okay, so we're not allowed to practice on the weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else you want to check out around here?
So was it in the scrubby field she was looking for bugs, or was there somewhere else?
It's probably back on the parade drill ground thing. There aren't a lot of insects here. Like it's even better than Europe. Like America's the worst as far as insects. Europe is 1,000 times better. This is better than that, as far as you're not beset by flies and shit. In Australia, the insects just trying to kill you, but
pretty much. Yeah, that's.
Oh, give me a spot hidden roll since you're poking around out here.
Spot hidden. Yeah, by lots and lots and lots.
The scarecrows don't look right to you.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
You are suspicious as fuck. They look with making it under half or even under a quarter. They look way too human even from here for you, because normally scarecrows are shitty construction. These are way too good of construction.
Assuming because the range is not getting used at the moment, I shall
wander out. They're also a ways away. Yeah, they don't have the scarecrows down range or whatever. They're just kind of off in their own side.
Okay, just in the fields. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll wander out and check them out to see if they're poor elves that are being punished or something. Or
No, they're the rotting corpses of kids with runes and magic drawn on them. They're not well secured to their perches, but they are standing there. And I need essence roll. Lower is better. But yeah, various kids, maybe students that didn't do so good, is your guess.
it's only going to be by 4.
You can almost hear a spiritual screaming close to them. I need a sanity roll, please. You can put it toward zombies as they're obviously way too well preserved. You're thinking that they're zombies, but they're not moving around right now.
Yep, make my sen roll.
1 point toward zombies. But they're just hanging out right now, so to speak.
Yeah.
They got
Sure,
like the
zombies.
bags put over their heads and stuff, with the skeleton or not skeleton, the scarecrow looking shit, all that. Weird.
Zombie.
Would you like to continue your investigations?
Yes, I would.
The small island that's out in the large body of water.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There are boats, but they're locked up, like because in case they want to have boating for whatever fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a lockpick set, then you could
Yes.
unlock one of the boats and shit.
Mm-hmm.
As it is, you could steal a set of oars if you wanted, and not have a boat. But there's a small island out there with an ancient tower atop it. That see the
Is in
tower
the distance.
itself. Yes, the tower itself seems vaguely familiar, but you're not sure why.
Okay.
The boats are rowboats for yeah. Now, with the exception of the spooky forest, which must remind you is strictly out of bounds, you have now seen, and you haven't actually gone to the island or wherever. You just looked
No,
at it from a
no.
distance and went, neat. Other than that, you've investigated the outdoors.
Yep. Large body of water. Tower looks vaguely familiar. Probably need some
Slightly.
binoculars. Slightly familiar.